Good morning, everyone. I know you probably can't see me, but it's just now getting light outside. It's 5:30. Well, I got up at 5 in the morning. It was 5:30 last time I checked the phone. It was a minute ago, though. Yeah, see, it's 6 in the morning. My cat won't eat and was throwing up all night. So, she just started meowing. I tried to give her tuna, and she wasn't having it. She can't handle it. So I just went through the house. I grabbed some change and $1. I'm about to go get her cat food. That's what I'm dealing with this morning. That's why I stopped making videos. She started gagging. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And she started fucking throwing up on me pretty much because she was laying on me. Which I feel like I'm gonna throw up now. No, I'm good. She fucking threw up on this pillow. Which down here, fucking. Now I gotta fucking get this thing washed. Like, I got so much to do. I've been waiting to wash my clothes. I haven't had any money. Nothing's been selling. I don't, I have, like, clean clothes. I've just been, I don't wear, like, I've been wearing the same thing for the last 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm, like, tired of it. That's why I just threw on this hoodie and just threw on the shorts. I'm just like, fuck, man. This stuff's stressful. I need to wake up. I made coffee, which it's almost done, pretty much. Bear with me. I'm still waking up. That was the reason why I kind of went to bed too, was so I could get up early. Bitch. It's Monday. That lady messaged me and said she was really interested, put a heart. I think she's gonna show up today, so I really do. I just say that a lot with the other stuff. But people, they talk to you like, they talk to you like they're really, really gonna show up, and then they don't. It's just because of other people. It's not because of me. And you just don't follow through with what they say. I'm only saying what people are telling me, What can you do? It's all business is. It's why I'm trying to show everybody. People get discouraged easily, which it can be discouraging. So that's how I just put the tarps all over the shit, put the boards over it. The motor I ain't worried about the motor. The motor is already like closed up and stuff. It was that trans I was worried about where the dipstick tube goes in and then the back. That trans might end up going in my truck. If nobody buys it, I'm gonna have to fucking just figure it out. I'm gonna have to buy a trans controller, figure it out. It's gonna have to go on my truck. If no one buys it, I have no choice. I gotta go. I gotta leave, which I need to turn on lights. Alexis, turn on the lights. I don't have my radio on, so I can't hear it. Alexis, turn the lights on. Let's see, this thing will work sometimes. Alexis, turn the lights on. Of course, I know what I'm doing. Of course, I don't want to work when I needed to. Alexis, turn on the work desk. Shit, stupid. Alexis, turn on work desk.
Work desk isn't responding.
What the fuck, dude? See, that's why I don't like these Genie ones already. See, and it works. I bet you this one turns on too. Yeah. Could be the internet's down, but they don't make any sense because it's just a local service. It's supposed to be running locally. It should be running off the router. They should be working. I bet you if you turn them on now that they're on, they'll probably work now. It's probably what it was. It's just shitty design, shitty development. Alexis, turn off work desk.
Okay.
See? Alexis, turn off couch light. Doesn't help too, my voice is scraggly in the morning. It doesn't know my scraggly voice in the morning. Alexis, turn off couch light.
Okay.
See, I told you that's what it was. Alexis, turn on couch light.
Okay.
See? It's because they were asleep. It's just shitty development. They were off so long. So the services are running off the Bluetooth. So what it was is the Bluetooth that went to sleep and it should be on. The programming is just shitty development. I might be able to go into settings and change the settings on the bulb itself, which tells me the service, the program is in the bulb. And then that's the service it's running. It's literally that bulb is a server. It's a computer server itself. That's exactly what that is. And then the app is calling the service on that, or the Amazon's calling the service that's running on this. So this is literally a computer. That's what that is. A little tiny computer chip, which probably a little Arduino or a little Raspberry Pi, some type of little development board that they used, a really small one that has a little bit of information to tell it what to do, which that's basically what I do all day is design stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be doing with the weather stuff, all the weather stuff. So, I mean, it works. They work. They just might have to develop something for them to kick on. They work, right? Why get rid of them when I already have them? Alexis, turn on work desk.
Okay.
Alexis, turn on work desk. Alexis, it's just slow. It's slow. Alright, I gotta go get her food, so I'm gonna smoke. Drink my coffee. I gotta smoke that. It's killing me. I was about to say, where did I just put that bitch? Once we get her fucking going, get her settled, I got to get to work with this shit. Computer shit all day. That's what we're doing. Hopefully she comes today and brings me money. I can pay my electric bill and we can rock out. Still got weed, even though I'd like to re-up again. I gotta get this motor. I gotta get some money. Be nice if we fucking bought that transmission today, I'm telling you. Blows my mind, there's 2,200 clicks, man. I just got like another 100 fucking the last 2 days. It just said it on my Facebook this morning. It said your fucking ad got a bunch more clicks. Which, I got a bunch more saves too. I think there was like 10 saves or something like that, like 12 saves. Now I have 20 saves. So 20 people saved my ad post. Hopefully one of those 20 people have the money today and come bring it and want everything. That'd be nice. That'd be $1,500 in my pocket today. I could use it. I'm telling you, we'd be going somewhere to go make money. I'd be buying something, some type of vehicle to make money. That's how I make most of my money right now. Because that's what I know, you know. To make quick money, I do the car stuff. That's what I'm good at, you know what I mean? I can do computer stuff too, which Facebook Marketplace, you used to be able to get away with putting ads years ago, like for yourself on Facebook Marketplace, basically say yourself for computer work and shit. They know that now, like the computer, the Facebook, the programming, their people have gotten quick to it, you know what I mean? So if I put an ad like that, it won't post it. It knows. So I got to figure out a different way of getting computer work. We're gonna have to make like a Facebook ad or something, right? A Facebook post, letting people know I do cat calls. I train cats and do computer work because I'm a freelancer, right? That's what we're doing. We gotta sell ourselves. We gotta market ourselves, which I gotta get business cards soon. That's another thing we gotta do. And we're gonna be filling up this notebook. You know, we're gonna be going through everything that we gotta do to set up a business. So we're gonna be checking things off as we go. Right now we're setting up this computer. This piece of paper is just for this computer. I got the planner ready, everything. We're gonna be really getting to it very, very soon. It'd be nice if I had Margarita with me. It'd be very, very helpful to me. If I had her with me, I'd be able to make $1,000 a day. I can make $1,000 a day with her. Averaging everything out, and legitly just freelancing, just doing everything that I know how to do on a daily basis. I mean, me and her could choose whatever it is that we wanted to do. The first main thing though is having you gotta have some type of money, some type of income, which the best income is someone else's income. If you can get someone to spend their money and invest in something and make you both money without you spending money, that's how you do it. That's the best way to do it, which we're gonna see if we can figure that out soon this week. There's many ways you can go about it. I've got into businesses and I've told them, I said, hey, I see this is what you do. I can help you. I can get more business in here. And I'll show them, I'll tell them how I'll sell myself, which is something we might end up doing. We might end up having to do this week. If I don't sell car parts soon, I got to do something, right? We got to do something. So I'm going to end up trying to find somebody that will put me to work and allow me to record what it is that we're doing and talk and stuff. Which is going to be kind of harder, in my opinion, because people don't like the camera. Just for that simple fact, they get camera shy. And we're in a city too, so not everybody in the city is nice. But we're going to figure it out. We will figure it out. Walk into a business. I'm serious. I could walk into a business and get them to hand me $3-4 grand. Serious. It's not hard. You tell them, listen, if you can get the money in, you show them, you prove to them that money comes in, and they see that money and they break you off. You ask them what their sales are, for the month, and you got to be really good at what you do, man, because these people, they've got to be able to open up to you and tell them your business, their business. People don't want to tell you that their shit. That's private stuff. And some people need the help. Some people, I've had people like, please save me. I saved me. That's all they can. And they're so grateful that, I was able to do what it is that I did for them. So, and that was my last job in a sense. But that's how I got the job in a sense. I talked my way into that job. It's a really good job. I was getting paid more than anyone there. There was only one person there that got paid just as much as I did, or very close to it. He was close to it. He was surprised when I told him how much I made. He didn't believe me, because he's been working for that company for a long time. I'm talking on and off for over a decade. And when he overheard me talking to my dad, when I was closing, he was staying late, and he heard me talking to my dad, because my dad asked, because I just got the raise. The bosses were highly impressed, and I was coming around the corner, talking to my dad on the phone, telling him, and that kid heard me. Of course, he tells everyone. That caused a lot of problems. Don't ever tell anybody how much you make. Never. Especially in a work environment. They don't even know how much you make, especially if you make more than them. Everybody thinks they're doing the best job that they do in everything. Show me the numbers, alright? That's at the end of the day, show me the numbers. You gotta show me. You gotta prove to me that you're making more money. That's why you need QuickBooks or some type of point of sale system, which we have to get all of that as well. We're building a business from ground up. My first business this morning is smoking. After I fed the cats, which she didn't eat, so since she didn't eat, she ate a little bit. She ate it. She ate a little bit, and then she looked up at me and she looked sad. I knew it. She was like, "Please give me something else." She can't handle the it's too meaty. It's not like pureed, you know what I mean, for her. That cat food, it's all fucking put in a grinder or a blender, you know? That coffee's making me burp. It's making my stomach acidic. You gotta push it in, man. That helps. I'm telling you. These fucking king lighters are like crack lighters. Whatever she has is terrible bad. Look at her bad. I feel so bad. She's miserable. So she don't even want to move. Whatever she has is bad, I'm telling you. She was throwing up last night, man. And I know it was that tuna. It's too hard for her stomach. Probably too oily or something. Who knows? Which the dollar stores don't open till 9, so we might just end up going to the gas station. I got $2, so hopefully a can of cat food isn't more than $2. All we gotta do is get one thing of canned food and head back. Ride it out for a couple hours, see what happens. Nice to smoke. I'm about to smoke this whole thing, I think. I need it. I do. I got 3 buds left. This is that Grateful Breath. It has a really good taste to it. And you can feel it behind the the eyes. Yeah, it's definitely, you can feel the high. It's behind your eyes. It's the best way to explain it. It's nice. It's a good head high. Which it is a hybrid. It's an indica dominant hybrid. So it's sativa and indica. That's why I like getting the Grey Nirvana sometimes. Because it is a hybrid. They never order any sativa. I've only seen it there like twice. That last hit got me. Thinking about taking one more. I'll definitely be there if I do one more. doing one more. Get those fucking. Didn't wake up across these yet. Definitely got fucking. I see, no. I got fairy dust in my eyes. Yeah, we're definitely hitting this one more time. Then we're gonna just head up to the gas station where I bought my first cigarettes at. Bought my first pack of smokes there. I've always loved this neighborhood growing up. Just this little square right here between 5 and 6 Mile, between Telegraph and Beach. I've always loved this little square. It's peaceful here, man. I don't know what it is about this little square where those between those roads I have just mentioned. It's got to be the most peaceful strip, little square in Detroit on the west side. So we're technically not in Detroit. I'm 3 blocks away, 4 blocks away, 1 block away that way. I was looking at houses over there. I was gonna buy a couple. There's a couple of them that I was looking into. I still may very well buy one for my family, for one of my family members I have in mind. Help them out. But it's nicer to be on this side. But even if you buy a house over there, right? If you call 911 emergency, even though it's Detroit, the police, Redford police, show up. There ain't no Brightmoor police. There's Detroit police. They took that precinct down. So yeah, Redford shows up, which is funny because they respond faster, and 911 knows that. So if it's an emergency, that is why Redford shows up. Which I've seen them. What they'll do, like if you have a warrant for your arrest and shit, I've seen them fucking pull a fast one at people and like set their alarm off on the house just to get people to come back to the house thinking their alarm's off and then arrest them when they get back. So yeah, think that they don't do that shit? Fuck yeah, they do. So I gave Claw the tuna. He didn't even want it. He sniffed it and was like, nope. I opened up the door, he fucking flew over here. As soon as I opened the door, it said Claw, he was over here. And it was dark out. So, I wanted to see how bad it was raining, if I needed a jacket or not. I think I'm gonna be good. We're only walking 2-3 blocks. Which means I gotta lock up the house, though. We're gonna go get my cat some actual wet cat food, some shit that stinks. That's all it is. She wants something that's fucking rotten and putrid. That's all it is. We're gonna be copying this. It's called The Gates of Jerusalem, A History of the Holy City. I want to watch it. I bought it at a garage sale, which I mentioned. I think I mentioned it. Never got a chance to watch it, though. I think I think I might have already ripped it. I might have, but I don't know if we transferred it to the... I don't know. I don't remember, man. I'd be doing too much. Got too much going on. We're gonna take my coffee for sure. Why not? I just gotta close up these windows. I don't need nobody crawling through my windows. Having a field day. This is the best time to hit a house. This is when most people break into houses. It's early in the morning, right when they leave for work. They wait for people to leave the house. They knock on the door, make sure no one's in the home. They'll go sit across the street. All types of shit. Have people look out. Then they'll go up in the crib. That's how they do it. They'll dress up as fucking county men, all types of shit. They'll fucking dress up as cable people, all types of stuff, man. They'll fucking push in the door, do fucking armed robberies, all creep, man. Listen, man, this shit really does happen all day long. Believe it, don't, it does. Always bring a flashlight. I don't need that one. I'm bringing my Snap-on one, the neighbor gave me. Alright, Antora, you alright there? You alive? Okay, she's alive. We'll be back. We gotta go get her food, and I need to grab my coffee. I forgot my coffee like an idiot. Which, I'm actually excited for the walk. And I haven't ran this week. Well, I mean last week, because it's Monday. I was going to run this weekend. I didn't do it all week. I kept on pushing it off. Like always. I didn't fucking run last week. So, I was planning on running this weekend. And my fucking knee's been banging. I used some of that stuff that Margo got me, Margarita. I stuttered. I hate when I do that shit. But yeah, Margo got me that ointment. I showed everyone. I fucking love it. Some lady made it in Michigan. It's really good stuff. I was snorting it last night, pretty much. I was sniffing out last night because my nose is all cloggy. Still is a little bit. I can't believe I can barely breathe through my left nostril anyways from all the fighting and stuff. My nose has been broken so many times and pushed back, like I pushed it back myself. I gotta get surgery on it, but I choose not to, because it's too, what they want to fix my nose is ridiculous. It's like, what the fuck, man? So I just deal with it. A lot of times I gotta, if I sleep, I gotta lay my face on my, if I lay on my left side, I almost stretch my cheek. If I stretch my cheek like this on the pillow, it opens up the nostril. So we got inside your nose, those little things that fucking pop out. I forget what they call them. I can't even think. I always think of polyps, but I don't know why when I think of them. I forget the name of them though. But I think everybody has them. They should. Unless you don't grow them. But the little thing that pops out or whatever inside your nose, that little bubble thing, it since my nose, the cartilage has been shifted, the hole is collapsed on this side, and there's just barely any room for any air to go through. It's like if I do this, it's just fine. See how you can hear it? As soon as you close it, see? That's how bad it is. It's just from fighting, strictly from fighting. Stupid. I was in the county. And this kid. So I made it to 6 Northwest in the county. And, they were testing me because I'm white, And as soon as I got there, the first 3 months, man, I swear every other day, I was fighting, man, almost. And I moved from rock to rock pretty quick, and I was always, it's stupid because you fight, right? You end up with a black eye, right? Broken nose type shit, right? You're fighting. It don't matter if you whoop that person's ass or not, because if you go to the fucking next rock, right? The next unit, they want to know why the fuck you got black eyes, right? And don't matter what you tell them, because people are going to judge anyways, right? They're going to think whatever they think, and you're already in jail, so they're already thinking the worst of the worst. Like, okay, what the fuck is this person up to? They're trying to figure you out. So they automatically consider you a snitch just because you got fucking eyes, and they figure, well, that's why he got hit. So then, then you gotta, right there, it's already just bad news right away, you know? And then you add the fact that I'm white, and then you add the fact that I actually had a father that did care, that was the only one that would actually answer the phone, surprisingly. All these so-called people that I was riding with, and fake. Bullshit. That's facts. It's pure bullshit, all of them. I like those cars, those Subaru Outbacks. I've worked on quite a few of them. They're good cars. Except the motors are good. They don't last long though. Surprisingly, Subaru motors don't last that long. The good motors though, the boxer motors, the motors, they're opposed piston motors. So they're well balanced. There's no harmonic balancer on it, which is a counterweight that balances the motor from a vibration. A motor like a V8 motor, inline 6 motors, those are kind of balanced well, but they still have counterweights, some of them, most of them. Pretty much all of them I've ever really looked at. Which I gotta... Yesterday I was, I know I'm random. If I forget about talking about stuff, it is what it is. I don't care. But yesterday I was at Bill's before it started raining. Fucking Ryan, I gotta ask, I was gonna message him last night. He showed me a picture. So like Ryan said he was like born in the 70s, you know, and he's fucking like, which is funny he said that, because I mentioned in the video, I felt like I was born in a different area. Like I should have been born in like the gentleman's era, like the Carnegie era. That's kind of how I act, you know what I mean? Like who I am, in a sense. Like the suit kind of guy, you know, that's like, you know, running, you know, sophisticated Titanic type thing. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio. That type of thing, you know? That's like how that's the life that I wish I always lived. So like when Ryan brought up that he lived in the 70s, he's always like, you know, he listens to nothing but rock, 70s rock and stuff. So he brought up that he, so I forget the name. I'm going to have to ask him today. I'm going to have to share it with you guys today. But you guys might know what it is. It's a 70s, I guess, rock band, but they do like a talk show, maybe, I think Ryan said. And they were talking about how they came across this like article in their magazine or something. I forget how they figured it out, but I don't know exactly what Ryan said, but there was a fucking like steam powered dildo. It was fucking amazing. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook. It's literally, I'm pretty sure if you go on the internet and type in steam powered dildo, it'll pop up. I was gonna do that, but you know, since Ryan shared it with me, I wanted to ask Ryan, you know. I forget the name of it. It's something 3. I seen the picture, and it's got, you know, those Roman numerals, and it's got the Roman numeral 3 on it. So it's hilarious, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And Ryan was going to town, like describing like how they fucking like the people, the rock singer was like describing it, how like the guys would just like mount the women on these things and fucking use a steam powered thing that like was basically steaming. I couldn't imagine doing that. Like, what the fuck? Stupid. This fucking school is fucked up. Yeah, I'll take you guys to this school, actually. They fucking burnt down this school, man. When I grew up in this neighborhood, when I first moved over here, it was closed down. Like, it just closed down, I think. All I know is I was climbing on top of it to smoke weed a lot, called rooftop chiefing, RTC. which I have painted up there, but I'm sure it's been, no, there's some paint up there still. I'm sure it's gone. I'm sure it's been painted over, you know? It was up there though, for sure. Right up there. But yeah, they fucking came in there, stole all the scrap. They fucking burnt it down. It's all fucked up. So growing up, that's what I did a lot. Which my old MySpace, I have an old MySpace, and you can kind of, if you look for it, you can find it. Which I've actually thought about looking for it. I've been trying to see if I could get into it, but I had a MySpace briefly, and I forgot the email and all that stuff, man. I was young. I got really into like going into the abandoned buildings and taking pictures of the Detroit area when I was young. That's crazy how that melted. It like sucked in. It must have been from the wind, maybe. The wind was probably pushed it in, you know? Or some type of vacuum. It could have been a vacuum because of the fire, you know, sucking all, like eating up all the oxygen so quick. Some books. There's a Cracker Barrel bag. Cracker Barrel. It just reminded me of the fucking that Facebook guy, the Ginger Billy. Where he takes his black friend to the Cracker Barrel. Oh shit, it was funny. What the fuck, man? There's a cat in there. No, that's a raccoon. You see it? Definitely a raccoon. Big one too. It smells. You can smell the fire. It smells like old wet books and fire. That's what it smells like. It smells like an old you know how like that old library smell? When you open up like an old book, it has that like, it almost burns if you smell it. It has like that burning sensation. Bitch. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I don't trust going in there. The water will soak right through my shoes, and it's, who knows what's all up in there. And if I had boots, I'd go in there for you guys. I'm not trying to step on a nail or anything like that right now. If I had boots, I would go in there. I'm serious, I'd go in there. I'm not in the mood for anything right now, and it stinks really bad. Like, it smells so bad, I bet you any money if I went in there for like 10 minutes, my clothes would smell. And I haven't even washed my clothes. I didn't get money to wash my clothes. I gotta get going. That's what I need to do. Yeah, see all the graffiti. I'm half tempted to climb up there, but I don't need to fucking get in trouble. Even though I wouldn't get in trouble. Nobody. New Genesis Baptist Church. This was a school. Preschool, well, I guess it was a church school. That tells you how much I paid attention to exactly what it was. It was always burnt down, man. Like, it was always fucked up ever since I was a kid. All I did was climb on top of it and smoke weed. Skateboard. I had a fucking buddy. He fucking ollied off this bitch, man. He fucking ollied off of this and landed right here, just no problem. Crazy, man. Serious. Skateboard off that roof. Landed that shit. Yeah. If he comes across this video, he'll know who it is, if he's even alive. He might be. I don't know, the way who he is, or who he turned into, from what I know, I'm not so sure. Life goes on. It's pretty cool. I got some up there too. That's how we used to climb up, right here. You just climb right up that little metal thing, boom, right up there. See, they got a chair. They get up that wall. Shit, we didn't use no chair back then. We just pull ourselves up. Tells you how kids are these days. They ain't fit no more. They're sitting behind that Xbox, that computer. I sat behind that computer too back then, but I'm always been active, man. I've always been outdoorsy. It really started with my mom not taking me to school. Walking myself to school and stuff. I used to sneak out to get outside, which I mentioned before. I would sneak out the window just to get outside, play for a while, and come back in before she woke up, so I wouldn't get my ass beat type shit, you know? Yes, sir. Stepdad didn't give a fuck what I did. The only time he gave a fuck was when I did something wrong and beat the fuck out of me. Or take stuff out on me, his aggression out on me when my mom did something wrong, or when stuff wasn't going his way, he'd beat the fuck out of me too. So, yeah, that was an everyday thing. Every day. That's why I ran away so much. That's why I've been a lot of places and I've never told anybody. I've traveled a lot of places and never told anybody my whole life. I've always ran away. Because my whole life, man, I've always felt like an orphan, in a sense, you know? Like, I never fit in with my two older brothers, in a sense, you know what I mean? We had different dads, you know? And them always tying me up and put me in the closet and stuff. I've always had that in my head, you know, growing up. So, like, even though I know that they're loving, you know what I mean, they don't mean it, they've had their own problems, you know, but they still have their own problems, and they always have had their own problems, and so have I. And this is why I love Jesus so much, because I was really scarred from that. It really played a role in my behavior, and who I wanted to be and how I acted and how I believed the world should be. You know, I hated the world. I mean, I tried killing myself multiple times. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people that are going to be subscribing know exactly what I'm speaking of. So, it's tough. So I'm always thankful for it, you know. He helps with all that pain that I've watched, I've seen. And then I've watched my real dad, well, not my biological father, I call him my real dad because he's who raised me. You know, my two older brothers' father. I've watched woman after woman after woman use this man. I'm not saying he's perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he hasn't done anything wrong to these women, but I know in my heart he did it out of spite because of who they were and what they did to him. He wasn't the original one to start being like that, you know what I mean? That doesn't justify him being that way, but that's why he turned into the way he turned into. But it fucked me up because all these years he dragged me from woman to woman. I never felt like I had a home. I never felt like I had a family, right? My mom's family was, you know, I told her the younger brothers, man, they have it worse than I did. Because their stepdad is the one who originally beat me my whole life growing up. I briefly knew my biological father. You know, he's been gone since 2007, 2008. You know, he lives in Poland, so, which I knew at 6 years old. I didn't know until I was 6, which I found out he was my real dad what's crazy is I was already going over. My mom, all right, had me in my head, already had it in my head that this is crazy, that my two older brothers' father was my dad, right? And he was paying child support to my mother, right? Because I had nephrotic syndrome. I had nephrotic syndrome when I was a kid. I was born, he thought I was his, he said, right? I would blow up like a Oompa Loompa. I got insurance because of him, which gave me medical insurance, which is what saved me. If it wasn't for him, I'd be dead. I wouldn't even be here making these videos. That's why I love that man as well. But it blows my mind that my mom would like, it became like my mom like lived off of that money. My mom, like, I wouldn't have took that money. And it's crazy that this man gave up all that money for me all these years, you know what I mean? And I'm not even his child. It tells you what type of man he is. That's why I'm so hurt that he took off, because I believe in Jesus. I talk about Jesus so much. So it's stressful. I really hope I have enough of this shit. No idea. I don't know which one to get her. Meaty seafood platter with real chicken, beef and gravy. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the beef and gravy and switch it up. She's had that salmon and tuna for like days. Hopefully I have enough. I really hope I have enough.
You all set?
Yeah, I hope I have enough. I just need this for my cat. She won't eat tuna. It's blowing my mind.
Tuna.
She threw it up last night. She's a kitten. I don't think she can handle it yet.
She didn't have that.
Well, she's not a kitten. She's just small still.
169.
Yeah, see. We're good. Yeah, she eats food. She just couldn't handle it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it was. What did I give you? $1.50?
Yep, give me those.
Alright, I gotta give you 20 more.
I need to.
No, one more? Alright.
Oh my God, my brain's not here.
Yeah, I'm not there. That's why I brought the coffee. It's not even doing it for me. So
I'm here for the next 7 days straight.
you better figure something out. Get some rest.
Cute.
Yeah, that's nice. You're famous now. I'll see you.
Bye.
See ya. So yeah. We got cat food. This place, man, the reason why I say I hope I have enough. Listen, man, they charge so much for stuff here. They do, it's crazy. I didn't even really want to come here, but it's early and I wasn't about to walk to the other gas station. So that's Detroit, that's the hood. And this is Detroit as well. That school that we were at is Detroit. That's what I said, I'm a block away. The Detroit is this road right here, you can see from my backyard. That's considered Detroit right there, and I love the houses over there are cheap, man. And they got brick homes. Like, I'm talking brick homes. And it's quiet over here, man. Nobody's fucking with you over here. All you need is a shotgun and a pit bull, and you're good to go. Serious. And who doesn't like having a shotgun and a pit bull? I do. I don't have a pit bull, I have a cat. She's more mean than a pit bull, so I'm okay. I'm good. It blows my mind that, so Redford Township used to be a township. Now they call it the city of Redford because they paved all the roads with asphalt, but they still left this road. And they got one, which they call it Puritan. They call it Puritan, which reminds me of like the Pilgrims, you know. It's also why I kind of came over here. It had the dirt road still, which when I first moved over here, it was all dirt roads. They didn't have concrete, which they had lower taxes because of the damages to the vehicles. The potholes, wore out the vehicles more and stuff like that. So the taxes were less. Now that they have paved roads, right, the township was able to call itself a city, and then we're able to charge more taxes, make more money. So that's why they did it. Yes, sir. Plus the bus, I remember, see the hills right here and stuff? I remember the buses on like school days and stuff, it would get so icy, you couldn't, like there was days where the buses, we would get days off of school because the buses couldn't get to us. And we couldn't come up the hill. We'd get stuck on this hill over here all the time. That hill you can see it in the other videos. I've walked up and down it many times. That hill right there, the buses would always get stuck right there. Like, we'd be in the bus all the time and I'd go backwards and shit. Surprisingly, none of the bus drivers messed up. They never got no accident or anything. Always had decent bus driver. This is the street that I grew up on, which I've walked by the house in another video. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully my cat will eat this fucking gravy shit. But see like the houses, how that house all fucked up? Bet you someone lives in there though. Looks like it. Maybe not. A lot of these houses, man, people live in, man. They're empty. The city don't check up on them. The people, they're gone. They live in a whole nother state. You can look up these deeds on these houses. They're from like Chicago, all these other crazy shit. I've looked into it many times. So Detroit has one of the biggest real estate business in the world. We have a really unique housing because of Henry Ford and the big three, General Motors, Chevrolet and Chrysler, Dodge. You have all these, United States of American, citizens. They're able to come here and work, and because everyone that worked there, a factory worker, a typical factory worker made, $30,000 to $40,000 a year, which is you're above average, you're above national average. And because the city, right, didn't build upwards, it built outward, like it built out. It built outwards. That's why they call it 1 mile, 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles, because 8 miles out from the center of the city of Detroit, in a sense. So all the people wanted property. People, worked hard for this money. People didn't want to live in a skyscraper in the city. People had cars, right? People were, not only were they able to afford a car, working, the people migrated. Listen, Dearborn, this area was the most richest, most glitzy, come on, man, think about it. The 1800s, 1900s, all the trains and stuff. This is where people came, man. If it wasn't New York, Chicago, LA, where did you go? Detroit. Unless you were a fucking lawyer or a politician, and then you would go, where would you go there? Then you would go to Washington, Pennsylvania. But a lot of them still lived in Detroit. They represented Detroit, they were senators. They all come over here. They all did business over here. You got to remember, Detroit was the number one. The government, the United States of America, relies on vehicles. The whole world relies on transportation. We were the first ones to create transportation. So you got to think, think that 1920s, 30s, man, Dearborn, Detroit area, most expensive place to live in the world. It's the best place to live. It's also the most corrupt. If you want to put it in perspective, other than the capital. So if you have all these people, all these migrants coming in, you know, it's corrupt, you know. But all these houses, man, these houses are beautiful. It's what's gonna keep me coming up here. Ministry purposes, business purposes and stuff. There's a lot of homes that I would love to purchase, you know, and help people out, you know, that type of stuff. Just not even help people out, just to fix them up, make them look cool, man, and beautiful. I enjoy doing stuff like that. I want to be doing that eventually when like I retire type stuff. When I have more time on my hands, you know, like the businesses that I have created, you know, and that people are working and everything, you know, I'll be able to retire more, you know, lay back more, with my, you know, family, that type of stuff, and do that type of stuff. That isn't going to be right now. It's going to be way later on down the road. The only real estate I'm looking into getting right now are places that I need for basically just housing stuff, equipment, storage, you know, for the things that I do have, which to me, I have a lot of it already. It's already enough, I already have too much just for myself, in my opinion. That's why I gave most of it away. I gave a lot of it away. Jesus told me to. I asked him what to do, you know, and the Bible clearly says to sell your possessions and come work for me. You come work for me, all your dreams, everything that you dream of, everything shall be added to you. That's what the Bible clearly says, so I'm doing that. Because I'm tired of everyone taking advantage of me, and the businesses that the businesses that I've created before, that I have ran, people took advantage of me because I went in business with them. It didn't work out. We'll leave it at that. So I'm doing it myself this time. You know, I'm doing it with Jesus. Jesus is my business partner. You guys are my business partners, right? All the other YouTubers, you know, the ones that want to collaborate with me, you know, for Jesus. So those are my business partners, you know, because if I do business right, in truth and spirit, and I'm always worshiping the Lord, and the ones that I do business with, right, they're worshiping the Lord in truth and spirit, it can't be nothing but good, right? That's all I want in my life anymore, man. I'm tired of all the bullshit. I don't have no time for ignorance, nonsense. Don't call me. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Keep pushing. That guy, that looks pretty cool, actually. I've seen them, but I've never, like, you know, watched them. I've always drove by, seen them. I've never, like, actually seen one at work or seen one like really like doing it, you know. I'm assuming it flattens the grass. It might be one of those things that put the holes in it though. Put the fertilizer down. I can't tell if it's a drum with spikes or if the drum is just flat. I can swing a golf ball pretty good. A swing. I can play golf. I'm all right. So I remember when I was little, I had to been maybe 10, 9. It's when I just started smoking weed, man, like stealing pills out of my mom's purse and shit. I went in the garage and my stepdad had fucking, you know, golf clubs and a bunch of golf balls. I went to the field at the school down the street, which is not too far from here, a couple miles from here. And I was cracking them bitches, man. Like, they were like, I was like, damn, I'm really hitting them that far, you know? And I hit one, man. I cracked that bitch. And I had a wedge, one of those ones, you know, that, you know, curved to the side a little bit. And I cracked it, and I got that sucker good, dude. And You know, it made that ting. And there was a yellow Ford Ranger Splash. It was brand new, you know. This is 98, 99, you know. I was 8, 9 years old. The truck just came out. The fucking golf ball cracked the windshield, man. And I heard it, and I heard the windshield crack. I left the golf clubs, the golf balls, everything. The fucking dude climbed up. Listen, the guy fucking hit the floor of the gas, dude, went over the fucking curb, climbed up on the field, man, started trying to chase me down, like run me down. I was screaming on top of my lungs. You know you know those the merry-go-rounds, you know, you spin everybody on and shit? Dude, I fucking hurry up and ran on top of that, and I was like, okay, maybe the guy won't hit that, you know? And fucking, he was screaming out the window, he's gonna kill me. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, you little fucking cocksucker. Dude, I was so scared. I ran around the school. I kept on running around the school. And he finally gave up, man. Because he didn't know where I was. Like, he couldn't, you know, I just kept on running around the school. I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared. Yeah, I never seen that guy again, thankfully. I feel bad. I didn't mean to. I didn't even know the truck was there. I cracked the golf ball, right? I cracked the golf ball. I look at it, and I'm watching it curve, and I look, and I'm like, I see the yellow truck. And I just watch it, and I'm just like, yep, it's going to hit the truck. And it hits the truck. Yeah, it was scary. That was fucked up, man. So yeah, if you're about to go crack some golf balls, be careful. I'm serious. Be careful. That was crazy, man. That guy, I'm telling you, that guy would have fucking drove over me. That guy would have killed me. He told me he was gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill you, you little cocksucker. Exactly the words that came out of his mouth, man. I was 9 years old. I felt like a cocksucker. I was so upset that I did that. Like, yeah. Which, crazy, because I paralyzed the kid. I was second grade. Was it second grade? Yeah. Second grade. I remember it clearly. I was on the handlebars. You know, like the recess people, the lunch ladies. You know, they blow the whistle when it's, you know, recess is over for elementary school. Elementary. We play lava tag, you know. You can't touch the ground, you know, and that's lava. You only have 3 seconds, you know, to touch the ground, and you play tag, you know. Well, it was towards the end of recess, and I always stood on the monkey bars, you know, the handlebars. I always stood on them and walked across, you know, like, you know, walked on top of them back and forth. Well, man, that shit smells good. As soon as I open the door, blast. It smells good as fuck. But, I'm walking on it, right? And the lunch lady blows the damn fucking whistle. I don't think anything of it, you know. I just turned around like I always did, you know, like, oh shit, you know, recess is over, gotta go to class type shit, you know. I'm a kid. Turn around, right? I remember turning around, going this way. No, I was going this way. I turned this way back towards the school, and I basically did this fucking thing, you know. You kick your foot out, and, you know, you jump, you know, to land on your feet. Crazy, man, what happened, man. Blows my mind thinking about it. I still think about this kid all the time. I landed on him, man. A black kid. He ran right underneath me, man. And I landed right on his head. And broke his neck. I paralyzed him, man. Put him in a wheelchair. Crazy, dude. It traumatized me as a kid. I know I hurt him, you know what I mean? Even at that age, I knew that I hurt him because he was the only kid in the wheelchair after I landed on him. How could you not know, right? That shit fucked me up. I had problems with the kids at that school after that. The kids never wanted to play with me. They didn't. That really fucked me up that year. And then I also I remember climbing up a tree and getting fucking attacked by a bunch of bees. And my fucking friend down the street, a couple blocks away, he was in the tree and he fucking got really fucked up. And his mom didn't want him playing down the street anymore. So that was the second fucking banger, like, fuck, man. I was young, too. And that was, like, my first time really, getting close, like, finally finding, like, friends, you know what I mean, at a young age that I remember. Like, my first, like, good memories. Because my stepdad, man, would wake up, like, completely naked, man. Fucking say there's a bomb in the house type shit, man. Fucking cock swinging and shit. Fucking throwing the furniture out of the fucking bay window of the house. The fucking broke the glass. Fucking our couches, the TV. And I'm talking, the 90s TVs, they're big as fuck. I'm not talking about a flat screen, dude, it takes... Listen, you gotta be a monster to fucking throw that shit like that. And this motherfucker was throwing shit like that, man. Listen, this guy was throwing me around like that. The guy worked for a furniture company, Grable Van Lines, man. All day. That's all he did every day is fucking lift furniture and get cash money at the end of the day. And fucking get high. The dude was a fucking beast, man. He was a fucking monster. And this motherfucker is waking up naked, fucking beating the fuck out of everyone. You know what I mean? I'm fucking a kid, I got my little brother, not the youngest, the second youngest at the time. The youngest brother wasn't born yet. And, my mom's screaming and shit. What am I doing? I'm fucking the one that's being responsible, fucking getting the kid fucking putting the diaper, changing the kid, getting the kid ready and stuff like that for my mom. My mom ain't doing that. My mom's fucking fighting with him, you know what I mean? Screaming, about fucking drugs, where's my fucking dope, you stupid fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. That type of shit. You took all my money and drugs. Ah! Yeah. I dealt with that my whole life. My whole life. And I mean young age. I mentioned everyone I walked myself to school in kindergarten, bro. In kindergarten, the cat used to walk me to school. My cat Tiffers would walk me to school. And when the day would be over, my cat would be at the corner waiting for me, man. That shit's insane. That's why I love cats. I gave her the food she started eating, but it's the gravy and her meat pieces. I think I need to mash them up for her. I gotta mash it up for her, that's what it is. She's having a hard time eating it. I'm sad, she just don't feel good, man. There you go, baby. I feel bad, man. She just meows. She don't even want that. I won't give her any medication. She don't need any. She had it yesterday, man. And I know that's probably what it is, too. It's because I'm weaning her off of that shit. It's the only thing I could get in her mouth, man. Anything I put medicine in the food, she won't eat it. As soon as she tastes it, she won't eat it. I feel terrible. I feel so bad for her. Her nose wasn't like that bad this morning. It was yellow, but I cleaned it up before I crusted it up. It's kind of why I got up. I went to bed last night with her because she wasn't feeling good. I wanted to get up with her early. The shit's messing me up. Seeing her like this, man. Claw! Claw! Kitty, 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 kitty! Claw! I'm gonna give Claw some of this beef. He wouldn't touch the tuna either. That tuna's still there, and neither did any of the other cats. That tells you the medicine, man, how strong that medicine is. And I only put a little tiny leaf in there. Everyone's seen how much leaf I put in there. It was very little. It was like a quarter of one 220 milligram pill. And what's crazy, you see how much tuna that's over there? How much tuna I have in there? It's a whole plate. You would think that they wouldn't smell it or taste it. Tells you something. Claw! Come here, Claw. Key. Claw. Come on. Let's see if you eat this. Yeah, see, they haven't touched it. Kitty. Come here, Claw. Come on, beast. You hungry? I know you're hungry unless you got a bird already. I know you eat birds. You fucking shred them. I know you do. Look at his face. He's pissed right now. Come here, Bubba. Might not even be hungry. Alright. Yes, hungry, good. At least one of the cats are eating. That's a good boy. I wish I could take this cat. I want to take this cat so bad. I know better though. I know I would ruin it. You cat's gonna go crazy being on a 27-foot boat. If I had a 40-footer, I would probably do it. 40-foot would be enough room for Mentora and that cat to have their own space. A 27-foot boat, it's not enough room for him and Mentora. It would have to be just him. Which, I would love to get a 60-foot boat, but you have to have a captain's license for that. Which eventually I'm probably going to get. Because that's a way of me making money is sealing other boats, being a boat instructor. I know all this stuff for the most part. I've been studying it a long time. Plus I have experience in other things, so my resume is nice. Kitty. So this video is about to cut off. It usually cut off at 1:17. I'm about to let you guys go. I'm gonna get everything set up, check my messages, check my email. Try to figure out today, man. I'm really hoping this lady can come and get these seats. I saw something today. I've been wanting that. I've been saying that for the last few days. If I sell something today, I'm gonna try to pay the electric bill. I gotta try to get money today to pay the electric bill before it gets cut off. So if they don't come, I gotta do something. We're gonna be figuring something out. We gotta figure something out. So we'll see what the day brings. God bless you all. I hope all of you, are getting something from everything that I'm speaking about, and are being inspired to get in God's word, because, that's the only thing that really matters, man. Honestly, there nothing else matters. If you're not leading people to the cross, there's no reason really to live. You're not earning anything of value. You can't take any of these things, possessions, with you, right? So if you're not leading others to the cross, what are you building? That's why Jesus says, sell all your possessions, and come work for me. Build riches up in heaven that do not rust and cannot be stolen. Everything you build up here can be stolen. All these things that I'm showing you guys, I'm doing it for Jesus because I know how to do it. I'm not doing it to become rich or to, to do all these things, to, spread wealth for my family, just my family. It's going to be everyone. It's all this money. I don't even want any of it, honestly. I'm speaking, I put that in God because I know what it's going to create. I know I've already seen it. That's why I didn't tell anybody I had any money. And then when I did tell my dad, he didn't even believe it. So what's the point, right? He fucking took off. This shit's meaningless, I'm telling you. Be in $1 million home, I bet you any money you're gonna be in that home by yourself. It's just how it is, man. Y'all take care.